reputation, fought for recognition.
Halo guys, selamat sore. Saya sekarang ada di School of Geography, Nottingham University. Nah, saya ingin dapat pandangan atau posisi atau potensial expectation atau ekspektasi kontribusi dari Nottingham University dalam hal pengelolaan gambut di Indonesia maupun mencapai full netching by 2030 yang dicanangkan oleh Kementerian Lingkungan Hidup dan Kehutanan Republik Indonesia. So, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, hello, I'm Charles Watkins. I'm the head of the School of Geography here at Nottingham. And I've been I was in the school when the Minister was here as a researcher about 20 years ago.
Okay. So, Professor Watkins, any kind of, potential where University of Nottingham has a capacity, in terms of peatland management in Indonesia, and also related with follow netching by 2030 in Indonesia.
Absolutely. We've got a lot of research experience in peatland management over many, many years with Professor Riley, who's to my left, and also current research that's going on. We have, it's a big school of geography, so we have about 700 undergraduates, 50 master students, and about 50 PhD students. And so we're looking to increase those and develop links with countries like Indonesia.
Okay, in terms of the core research in Nottingham, especially School of Geography, Nottingham University, what kind of expertise, the core expertise or research that you can provide?
Well, we have quite a group of ecologists who specialize in tropical ecology, particularly, but we also have researchers particularly interested in climate change and measuring climate change. And another important area is a great interest in what we call indigenous knowledge, so local people's knowledge in various countries and how that might best be understood.
All right, the last question. Is there any potential, to train not only in terms of master and PhD student from Indonesia, but also like short course training and so on, here in School of Geography, Nottingham University?
The most obvious one is our is our Masters in Environmental Leadership and Management, which is new since your time, and that's mainly at the master's level, but I think that would be very well suited. We can run specialised short courses on a variety of topics. So, for example, if there was the demand for some short courses on peatland management and peatlands and so forth, I'm sure that we could arrange some short courses. It would be very interesting.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Watkins, the head of the School of Geography, Nottingham University. Now I'm to move to, I don't want to introduce him by myself, but I asked him to introduce himself to us.
Hi, my name is Jack Riley. I'm a special professor in the School of Geography here in Nottingham, and I was previously a lecturer in ecology for some long time. So I'm an expert on tropical peatlands, but I also have a knowledge of forests and other ecosystems. Currently, I have a strong interest in peatland restoration, which is being pushed forward under the European Union to expand restoration of peatland throughout Europe because of their relationship to climate change, especially carbon storage.
So, Prof. Jack Riley, I know also you as a member of the steering committee of Global Peatland Initiative. Any kind of suggestion that you can give it to all of us, how you can link this global initiative with the national initiative and how to link the research institution like a School of Geography into this process?
Well, I think there's potential here. Let me say, first of all, the Global Peatlands Initiative is an activity under the United Nations Environment Programme, and it was established, I think, around 2016. It currently has over 40, maybe going on to 50 members, and I don't think Nottingham University is a member. I know the University of Leicester is. Several UK universities are, plus research institutes and non-academic institutions. Its main aim is focused on peatland restoration and sustainable management of peatlands globally. And it has increased its activity greatly in recent years, and it holds various meetings and conferences. It has a small steering committee of which you and I are both members and meet on that occasionally. Its next event that I know of will be a major conference on peatland conservation and restoration in Canada, because it moves around the world, and that will take place in Quebec City in coming June. Apart from that, I have maintained interest in what you do because of the important work in the ministry, and I'm all in favour of attracting more Indonesian students here to Nottingham. One thing I found over long experience is Indonesians are extremely hardworking. They are dedicated. If they have something in mind to do, they do it, and therefore they would be excellent students here.
Thank you, Prof. Jack Riley. And I know you, but please introduce yourself.
I'm Professor Sarah Jewett, and I'm based in the School of Geography also.
Professor Sarah, I know that one important aspect of peatland management is about social issues, right? So what do you think about that in the future?
I think, yeah, I mean, it's absolutely crucial because people can make or break an initiative or a project. So you can have the best policies in the world, but if it doesn't suit local people's livelihoods, then they may well make sure that it doesn't work. So working alongside local people, understanding their livelihood priorities and trying to find kind of win-win solutions, if you like. I don't particularly like that phrase, but so working with Dame, a former PhD student here at the School of Geography, he was very interested in understanding those local livelihood priorities and solutions that worked in terms of peatland restoration, but also provided a socio-economic income for those communities, and that's so important.
Thank you. And you see that we just presented about forest and other land use netting by 2030, and we already lay out all these kind of operational plans of it. So what do you think about the social perspective of it, in order to make this successful?
Yeah, I think it's a really important element of, as I say, understanding local priorities, socio-cultural priorities, and also cultural norms surrounding the forest, because especially in the area that we've been talking about, the areas that we've been talking about, the forests are important culturally as well. It's how people think about forests as well as the livelihoods they can obtain from them. So integrating the cultural and the socio-economic aspects is so important, and I think you need that alongside the scientific understanding of the functionality of the peatland ecosystems.
So last question, do you think any potential of local knowledge, local wisdom in managing peatland, and how to bring up this kind of local wisdom and knowledge into the I think
my experience of working with staff at the University of Palangkaraya is astonishingly good in terms of their engagement with local communities, the fire management system in particular, the way in which they involve the local communities in fighting those fires to protect livelihoods, but also to protect those ecosystems. I think there's so much to be learned from those sorts of initiatives, and they can be replicated in other forms of ecosystem management that are socio-culturally and socio-economically appropriate. And I really hope that with this doctoral training program that Vigus is involved with, that we might be able to get more people coming along and working on those sorts of initiatives and seeing how those skills and those techniques can be transferred to other areas of Indonesia.
Thank you, Professor Sarah. And I need the last one. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, I am Dr. Kate from Haida. I'm an associate professor here at the School of Geography, and I mainly work as a geographer.
Okay, I saw your presentation, right, about the roles of lianas, positive and negative impact of lianas in terms of carbon in the forestry sector. So what do you think about this, scale up of this kind of research in Indonesia relate with the follow netching by 2030?
I think it's really important. There's loads of kind of opportunities to kind of go with the research that presented into Southeast Asia, and I've said some of the reasons why we don't know lots about how lianas are affecting Southeast Asian forests because the research just isn't there. So I think there's loads of potential to kind of look at it, and obviously, it is very important because we know how much impact they have on the carbon balance and carbon sequestration of tropical forests. So that needs to be taken into account for any kind of thing that we're thinking about forestry and land use change, because even climatic conditions might affect that balance, between trees and lianas.
So, do you have any plans to have more research, especially in Indonesia in particular?
Well, I have no plans at the moment, but I think this is a really timely visit because I really would like to expand. And when I started here, I also had an Anne McLaren fellowship like Sandy had, or said that she had. And as part of that, I expanded my research into kind of Malaysia. And I've always wanted to go beyond Malaysia. It's just getting the context and the context. So I think, working with Indonesian universities to kind of expand that work across Indonesia, I think is really important and will benefit both myself and also the Indonesian.
All right, thank you so much, Professor. And demikian guys, interview saya dengan Head of School of Geography Nottingham University dengan Peatland Guru Professor Jack Riley, and also peneliti gambut, social economic aspect of gambut, Professor Zera, and beliau Profesor peneliti liana dikaitkan dengan carbon sequestration, storage, and release. Ya, terima kasih, semoga bermanfaat. Terima kasih, selamat sore, salam 3S, semangat, sehat, dan sukses selalu.